What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. We're gonna get to the gameplay shortly. I'm dual live streaming, so I'm trying to get a good view on both. What if we pull this back? I don't know. Let's maybe come closer here. Maybe something like that. I don't know. How does that look there? You guys will have to let me know. I'm going to start playing here. Let me get a fresh game going. I think that probably looks all right. Thanks for joining the live stream tonight. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. I'm live streaming on both YouTube and TikTok. So if you guys want to chat, feel free to chat. I will do my best to check it in between the levels and respond as I can. Thanks for all the likes, Eddie. Appreciate that. All right, guys, here we go. This is my first dual live stream on both YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So hopefully all goes well. We'll kind of figure it out as we go. See what happens here. Jumping the barrels, level 1-1. Here we go. Oh, barrel got right through the hammer. Jeez. issues already. All right, here we go. Let's get a fresh start. I don't want to get too far into the game. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do for this picture here. I think that's about as good as I can probably get it. I'm just checking to see if there's anything I can do. I don't know if I get closer, if it gets more blurry. There's probably like the best. I'm trying to see if I adjust like bright. Ooh, does that look better? Adjust the brightness there a little bit. Let me try that again. How does that look? You guys will have to let me know. I think that probably looks good. Yeah, that's looking better. Adjusted the brightness there a little. Let me not go as dark. Let me just go maybe like right there. Does that look better? Oh, this camera's kind of tripping out. Okay, we'll kind of play it by ear. We'll try to perfect it as we go. Let me know, though. I'm curious if that is looking okay. All right, we got a game going here. Let's try to focus and see if we can put up some type of high score. I'm streaming on both YouTube and TikTok on 2 different phones. And so I'll be checking chat as I can in between the levels. Thanks, H. I appreciate that. Let me know that it looks better. Yeah, it's probably take me a couple live streams to figure out like the best placement for everything, but I think that's looking better than it was for sure. Red Tears, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Jarek, thank you for the follow. It keeps doing that though, and I don't like that. Maybe if we come back here a little more. I don't like how it keeps doing the kind of like a blurry focus thing. Let's try it right there. Okay. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it here and see if it does that like unfocus effect again. Oop. I got half my eye on the game and half on the phones. Trying to make sure I get the best picture possible for both live streams. So I hope everybody's having a happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining me. Playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. And if you're on YouTube, my channel name on YouTube is called Todd's Hangout. And I'm live streaming there. And then my channel name on TikTok is called Todd's Garage. All right, let's probably exit out of the level here. I'll get a few points here. Yeah, it keeps doing that, and I don't know. having a hard time focusing. I don't know if it's because the other phone is right there and it like keeps catching the edge of it or something. Let me. Oop. Don't worry, guys. I'll keep working on it here as I can. I'm trying to get a good picture for everybody. Let's get out of this mess, though. Okay, get the hammer here. Start working to the right. Musad, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I'm playing one-handed and eyes on both phones, trying to get the best picture for everybody. Don't worry, guys. This is my first live stream with doing both YouTube and TikTok. I'm just gonna pause here for a minute. That's a good way to pause too. I learned that from another Donkey Kong player. He was doing kind of like a, you know, like a, I don't know, a question and answer, and he was talking about a good spot to pause, you know, quote, pause the game if you need to. Damon, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Just checking here. Sorry if I missed anybody. Let me know, if you guys are still watching, let me know how this looks to you. And let me know if it goes out of focus here, because I'm going to have my eyes off of it for a minute while I go through this level. So let me know if there's any issues with the focus kind of going in and out. I'll try to get this all perfected. But in the meantime, I'll get through this level, or try to. There we go. Any issue with focus, guys? Maybe something like that? Thanks for joining. If you're enjoying the live stream, don't forget to like. Those likes can help bring new followers into the live stream. And check me out on YouTube at Todd's Hangout. I'm live streaming both on YouTube and TikTok right now. This is my first time live streaming in both places, so sorry if there are any, ooh, let's get out of here, any hiccups, but we'll try to get them all worked out as we go. I'm kind of in a little bit of a mess here. Yeah, I'm in a mess. Were there any issues? Yeah, see, it does that blur. I don't know. I think it's like when the game in between the, on the TikTok live stream, it does like a blur in between the levels. Like when it goes from gameplay to like cut screen. But if you guys are just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. And I'm live streaming on both YouTube and TikTok. Make sure to follow me on YouTube at Todd's Hangout on YouTube. I appreciate that. Okay. Kind of got trapped again here, but that's all right. We should be able to get out of this, hopefully. Let's go this way, maybe go over here. Thanks for the likes on YouTube. I appreciate that. And if you guys want to chat, feel free to. I'll do my best to check the chat while we're trying to work out all the bugs in the two different streams here. All right, there we go. Got the hammer. Devin, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Thanks for the follow on TikTok. All right, let's take a look here. How is anybody? I'm just going to check the chat. I don't see anything, but let me know, guys, what you're thinking of the view here on TikTok. That phone's in a little bit different place than I'm used to having it. Oh, sorry, I got to get back to the game. I'm trying to find like a good spot to have the phone there where you guys can get a good view and see what's going on. I got the YouTube phone right in front of my face, but I can't fit the TikTok phone there. It just doesn't work. Not enough room. So we'll take a pause here at the end of this level too, quote, pause, and see if we can get that picture dialed in. All right, just checking the chat. I'd appreciate if anybody lets me know what they're thinking. It looks good when I look at it, you know, pretty good. I think the issue comes like on the cut screens. I don't know if it's better to have it closer so you guys kind of get maximum picture. Maybe something like that. All right, let's go up the ladder here. Thanks for joining. Hope you're having a... Yeah, see, it's the cut screen. It's something that happens in the cut screen there, so I don't know that I'll be able to fix that. But that's probably not the end of the world because it's not gameplay. So I'm on the Pi Factory right now. Oh, okay. Also known as the conveyor belt level. Let me... Okay, good. The fireballs are going to go that way. I'm going to go this way. Go over here. Go up the ladder here. Like that. We got right through that level. If you guys are enjoying the live stream on either TikTok or YouTube, don't forget to like. Those likes can help bring new viewers into the live stream that might want to hang out with us. Make sure to follow me on YouTube if you're not already. It's a newer channel, and my channel name on YouTube is called Todd's Hangout. And I'm live in both places right now, both YouTube and TikTok. And my channel name on YouTube is called Todd's Hangout. Yeah, okay. I think the picture is looking okay there. Considering it's, you know, it's off center on the TikTok phone. It's just off to the side. Okay, a little wall bounce there, then we'll come this way. Get these fireballs. Hope everybody is having a happy Wednesday. And if you want to chat, feel free to chat. I'll do my best to check in between the levels. Appreciate the likes on TikTok. Looks like we're at 638. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to give the thumbs up on YouTube. I would appreciate that. Oh, I have seen The King of Kong. I actually really enjoyed it. It was really fun to watch that. And it's really cool, like the history of like the Donkey Kong high scores. And it's still going like to this day, you know, people are still trying. Ooh, look at that. That was a good threading the needle scenario. That's what I call that. But yeah, they're still, you know, going after the high scores today, which is awesome, you know. I think it's up in the like 1.2 million is kind of where it's currently optimized at, which is like really crazy. Okay, let's go up here, jump. Oh. Thanks for joining me tonight, whether you're on TikTok or YouTube. I appreciate that. Feel free to chat if you like. I will check the chat in between the levels and respond as I can. If you're just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. Ah! I hit the corner of the pie. And yeah, I'm trying to, well, we're going to see here. This is my first live stream on both YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So I got a couple phones set up. And this time they're going to let me get through it easier. You see how the fireballs just kind of stayed over there to the left? And I could climb up there. On TikTok, let me know. How does the video look? Do you guys, what if I come down here like this? Nah, I don't really like that because then you can't really see the high score. Let me not mess with that too much. We'll come back to it. But I noticed when I did that, it really took the high score out of... it was like really small and slanted at the top. Like it was hard to see it. All right, just gonna hang out over here. And climb to the top here. Let's take another quick pause here just to revisit the TikTok view here. Maybe something like that. Maybe that works. Is that too intense? Maybe something like that. It's kind of just cutting off that corner there. What about that? What do you guys think of that one right there? Oh, I got to go up. There was a fireball up there. I didn't even see him. Thanks for the likes, guys. 1.2 thousand likes and counting. I'm live streaming on both YouTube and TikTok. Please check me out on YouTube if you haven't already. My channel name is called Todd's Hangout. Make sure to subscribe to me over there so we can stay connected. It's a new channel. I have the YouTube phone set up right in front of me, and I have the TikTok one kind of off-centered. I wasn't able to fit them both directly in front of my face. It was just not gonna work. There we go. Oh, it got me on the up bounce. Hey, just Cepeda? Chip to human, thank you. Hey, Elaine. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to work on it. I know like a lot of people get really particular about how the view is, so I just want to make sure it looks all right. What are you playing this hour? Thanks for the rose, by the way. I'm playing, this is an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. And this is kind of like my warm-up game, so to speak. I'm also trying to get the video dialed in. But I think that's probably pretty good right there. And my warm-up game has been a little rough just because I'm kind of not fully paying attention. More kind of eyes on the phone. All right, let's retreat there. Oh, retreat. I didn't like that set of springs either. Let's try again here. No. Need a couple good springs in a row. That's a good one. Okay, those should be good. There we go. All right, here we go. Can we get past level 4? At least make it to 100,000 on the warm-up game would be nice. Let's go over this way. Cruise back down here. Do a little wall bounce right here. Get the hammer. Cut over this way. Yeah, Chip, those the level 4 spring screen is brutal. It's definitely, I call it like a gatekeeper level because... number one, it takes, like when you're just learning how to play, it takes a long time just to get to the level 4 spring level. But then once you get there, it's insanely different than all the other spring levels, just because of the speed of the springs and how fast they come one right after the other. So it takes a long time to get there, and then you get there, and you know, you got to learn it before you can get past it. So it's pretty brutal. Mario, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I do not like that at all, that unfocusing. Is that happening during the level, or is that only happening at the end of the level? That's my curiosity right now. Let's play it safe. I don't like... Ah! Bummer. Alright, we're going to get a fresh start here, but before I do, let me just pull the phone back here. I'm thinking that's maybe going to fix the blurriness. I was trying to get it close, but I think that's just causing the blurriness. Oops. And we're going to get a fresh game going here. Cepeda? Sorry, not sure how to pronounce that. How can I purchase this game? This game is not for sale. You just have to find somebody that's selling like a Donkey Kong arcade, you know, preferably locally to you, so you can go look at it before you buy it. They don't make these games anymore, so it's, you know, everybody that has bought these and held on to them over the years. You just have to find somebody that's interested in selling one. But yeah, this is the original, like, Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade cabinet. Alright, let's work this way. Playing a brand new game of Donkey Kong. Level 1-1. Go backwards jump. Do another here for fun. Up the ladder I go. There we go. Thank you for the likes, guys. 4.7 thousand likes on TikTok. I appreciate that. If you're enjoying the live stream, don't forget to follow me on YouTube. YouTube calls it subscribe, but it's the equivalent of follow on TikTok. My YouTube channel name is called Todd's Hangout. So yeah, look me up. I'm live streaming in both places right now. That's Todd's Hangout on YouTube. Ooh, let's try to get this guy. Maybe go down here. Try to go up here. Uh-oh. I gotta be careful because I'm getting myself trapped here if you look. Let's try to get out of here. I'll check the chat right after this level. There we go. Okay, should be a good opening here. Get the hammer. Get these two guys. I have one in a Stargate cabinet with about 180 games on it. Oh, cool. The Stargate cabinets are cool. If I remember right, they're red, aren't they? It's been a while since I've seen one, but I think the Stargate cabinets are red, if I remember. All right, let's exit out of the level. Chip, I got to play one in Las Vegas last month. Oh, that's cool. Guys, that blurriness that you just saw, does that only happen at the end of the level, or does that happen throughout the gameplay on the TikTok live stream? I'm curious to know. Let me know if, like, during the level it's doing that at all, or if it's only doing that at the end. If it's only doing it at the end, it's kind of less worrisome just because it's like the transition screen, but if it's doing it during the level, I don't... At the end of the... Okay, only at the end? Okay, good to know. All right. Thanks for joining me on YouTube. Channel name on YouTube is called Todd's Hangout. If you guys want to chat, feel free to. I will chat with you in between the levels. Playing some Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. Yeah, it just really wants to, like, blur out there at the end, huh? On the TikTok phone. Okay, here we go. Ooh. The controller keeps... I'm not taking the shortcut here, I'm taking the long way. The controller, like, was kind of being sticky and moved me forward. It kind of threw me off there. Strange. Hopefully that doesn't continue to be an issue. Wait here. There we go. Up the ladder I go. All right. Oh, let's go down here. Get the hammer. Cut over this way. Come down here, get the hat, and go up this way. Yeah, I notice it might be time to lube the joystick because it seems like it's sticking a little bit. So I'm gonna have to be really aware of that throughout the gameplay here. But it's probably time to lube the joystick because it keeps sticking a little bit. All right, Donkey Kong goes down. We're on to level 3. Thank you for all the likes on TikTok. Got 6.2 thousand and counting. If you're enjoying the live stream on YouTube, don't forget to give the thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already. My YouTube channel name is called Todd's Hangout. Make sure to check me out on YouTube. And subscribe if you haven't already. Ah! Ooh, I can't believe I got through that. That's kind of messy. Kind of hang out over here for a moment. And up the ladder I go. All right, here we go. Pie Factory level 3. There are 3 fireballs. Climb up this way. Jump the pie, up the ladder, little backwards jump over the gap. This looks to be an easy Pie Factory level. They're not all like that. When they are, though, it's nice. Jeff, thanks for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Spring level 3. There we go. There's the shortcut. Last time it kind of threw me off because the joystick stuck. But looks like it's functioning okay for the moment. Wait here for a good spring. Just waiting. That's a good one. All right, up the ladder I go. And we're on to the rivet screen of level 3. Jump the rivet, or walk over the rivet, jump back. Oh, get up there. Little wall bounce to get the hammer. Try to take out as many of these fireballs as I can. Alright, go down here, get this hat that looks like, I always thought that looked like a tank. I thought the purse on the bottom looks like a phone, a telephone from the, you know, from the 80s and 90s. Alright, here we go. Got the hammer. Come on. One of these fireballs needs to come down. Okay, they both came down a little too late. We'll exit out, we're on to level 4. Thanks for joining me tonight. I hope you're having a happy Wednesday. If you're on YouTube, make sure to give me the thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're on TikTok, don't forget to like. Those likes can help bring new viewers over to the live stream. And check me out on YouTube as well. My channel name on YouTube is called Todd's Hangout. And make sure to subscribe to me over there. I'm live streaming in both places right now. On the wild barrel as I jumped for the hammer. Hey Russell, haven't seen this game in years. Hopefully you're enjoying the live stream. Yeah, it's a fun one to play. I just got hit with the wild barrel there. Yeah, I heard the joystick just squeak, so it's definitely, I need to, I'll do some maintenance on it tomorrow. Ooh, let's get down here. Yikes. There we go. Got through those barrels, but I'll have to pull the control panel off, and I use like some silicone lubricant on the joystick. It usually, with the amount that I play, it usually lasts about 2 weeks. So it's probably near the end of its time. It's just, you know, the joystick, once it gets to that point, the joystick starts sticking. and also starts kind of squeaking. And sorry about that blur, guys, in between the level. I don't know that I can really fix that. That just kind of is what it is, I guess. Okay, let's see here. Try to get this fireball to come down the ladder here. Get some points off of them, and then I'll climb up this ladder right here. Oh, maybe. Uh-oh, uh-oh. They usually, there we go. I was going to say, they usually don't guard the left ladder too hard. This was my major in college back in 1981. Ah, very cool. Yeah, it's a classic, isn't it? Yeah, I'm playing, if you guys are just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. Oop. And we're going to try to put up some type of high score. I'm down one guy due to a wild barrel incident when I was jumping for the hammer. He just happened to drop a wild barrel at that same time. I'm streaming on both YouTube and TikTok. So if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, please make sure to go check me out and subscribe over there on YouTube. My channel name is called Todd's Hangout on YouTube. And thank you for all the likes on TikTok, 7.3 thousand likes and counting. All right, here we go. The level 4 springs. I call this the gatekeeper level. It's a tough one. And the springs are really moving. Just wait a moment. That's a good one. Run over here, turn around. Wait again. I had to retreat there sometimes, just depending. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Some of these are probably okay, but I'm waiting for a good one. They're all looking about in the same spot. Still waiting here. Still wait, man, they're just all like bouncing right in the same spot. I need some variance. Okay, that's a good one. Oh, but then it was followed up by another long. Try again. I'm gonna run out of time here if I wait too long. That should be okay. There we go. Thanks for the like on YouTube. I appreciate that. Just checking the chat here on TikTok. Doesn't look like anything new, but feel free to chat if you like. I will check the chat as I can in between the levels and respond as I can. Playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. Streaming on both TikTok and YouTube. And here we go. Tony, thank you for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate that. All right, let's see here what these fireballs are going to do. There we go. Got all the fireballs. Should have the majority of them trapped over. Actually, all of them trapped on the left there. So then this right here, this is called point pressing. If you guys don't know what this is a way that you can get more points than off of the bonus clock. So like on level 4 and 5 and after, it's not as many points like as levels 1, 2, and 3. Levels 1, 2, and 3, you can really rack up the points. Level 4 and forward, I mean, you can still get more points by doing this, just not as many. There we go. Don't worry, that blur just, yeah, it just seems to happen on the TikTok phone in between the levels. But then once it gets back to the gameplay, it seems to be okay. All right, here we go. Okay, got the hammer working to the right. right, we're having a decent game. We're down one guy. Cruising along. Thanks for joining me tonight. Happy Wednesday. And we're on level 5 Pie Factory. I'm gonna have to try to create an opening here. There we go. Well, let's try to go. Well, I prefer to go. Okay, maybe. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this guy will come back down here. Come here, buddy. Get some points off. Oh, he's gonna race me up there. Go, 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 go. There we go. That was kind of an exciting one. Got through it there. Thanks for joining me tonight. Happy Wednesday. If you're just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. Feel free to chat if you like. I'm streaming in 2 places tonight. I'm over on YouTube at Todd's Hangout. Make sure to subscribe to me over there if you're not already. I'm also streaming over on TikTok. Okay, up the ladder I go. Up the ladder I go. Level 5 springs, we're over 100,000, so that is nice. Okay, let's get a good one here. That was probably okay. I should have took it, but... Just waiting here. Ooh, that was way too far. There we go. Hey Arthur, how's it going? Thanks for the heart me. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a happy Wednesday. Oh, ooh, just barely missed that barrel. Snuck right by it. Okay, oop. I really like that noise where Jumpman there is walking. You know, it's just a very funny noise to me. There we go. Oh, that's good to hear, Arthur. I'm glad. You know, what do you, how have you been doing? What's your, you got like been getting a new high score, or? That fireball is just gonna guard. Okay, now's the opportunity. Oh! I got stuck on the ladder. I should have been able to get that no problem, but I got stuck on the ladder. I stopped before I got to the top of the ladder, and I started pressing over and then realized I wasn't moving. And by that time, the fireball already had me. Go down here, a little wall bounce, get the hammer. Start working this way. Okay, we got 4 fireballs to deal with on this side. Ooh, okay, there we go. They gave us a chance. I'm gonna probably get all 4 of them is what it looks like. Maybe 3. Yeah, he's not going to come up, but that's okay because we're just going to exit out of the level. We got it. Well, 189K is awesome. That means you're, you know, well past the level 4 springs and stuff to get that type of score. Yeah, that's an awesome game, man. Super close to 200,000. Congratulations. That's a good score. Once you can get past those level 4 springs, then it's kind of like the sky's the limit. It's just repetition and, you know, you can get further and further each time, it seems like. Next thing you know, you'll be 300K and beyond, you know. Oop. Yeah, this joystick is squeaking a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. 200K is a good goal. Thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. If you're just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm live streaming on both TikTok and YouTube. My YouTube channel name is called Todd's Hangout. If you're not subscribed to me over there, please make sure to subscribe and check that channel out. It's newer. I appreciate all the subscribers I can get. And if you're enjoying the live stream on TikTok, don't forget to follow. And on YouTube, don't forget to give the thumbs up. I appreciate all those things. All right, here we go. Let's try to, there we go. We got an opening now. They left the left side open. And they guard the left ladder less. That right ladder, they seem to swarm around. But the left ladder, they just kind of leave it open most of the time. Uh-oh. There's another trick too, like if you ever have barrels that you can't, I gotta be careful. I was trying to show something there and then I just got myself in trouble. But I was gonna say, if there's ever barrels that look like you can't jump them good, like they're just like too close together, like, you know, the setup is too squirrely looking, you can climb that broken ladder to avoid them. You just got to be careful of the barrels overhead, but you can like climb it temporarily, you know, like something like that, to escape the barrel if you need to. I've used that a handful of times. It's come in handy. That was funny though. I was just trying to show off and then ended up losing a guy over it, but all good. It happens. Because sometimes those barrels, they get like in these, like just spaced enough to apart that it's kind of hard to jump them good, you know, and like successfully. And anyways, that broken ladder can help. Run over here, turn around. Ah, my goodness. Look at that, man. 150,000 even. Okay, don't worry. We're going to get a new game going. Thanks for joining tonight. Hopefully we can get a rockin' game going this time. Try to stay focused here. Thanks for joining me tonight. Happy Wednesday. If you're just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. Hey, Nikki, what's up? How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Kind of mess around here a little bit. Okay, let's stop messing around. Let's try to actually... I want to get 3 of the barrels together. Maybe right here. Oh, I thought that one was gonna... no, I don't like those 3 together. I wouldn't be... That's one of those jumps I wouldn't make. Okay, let's get the hammer. Start working to the right. Ooh, 800 off that blue. Just kind of hang out here until the hammer runs out. And up the ladder I go. Alright, we got to get past that 150,000 high score. We need a solid game here. This could be too, this probably is the, depending on how this game goes, this is probably the last game of the night. Let's see what happens. If I have a good game, they can take, you know, a good game can take 50 plus minutes. So let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm liking this level 1 though. Like a good benchmark for level 1 is maybe like, I don't know, 12,000. So anything over 12,000 is amazing. If I can get to like 15,000, that's like a crazy level 1. And there's the possibility to get pretty close to 15,000 here. It just depends on what those fireballs are going to do. If they start attacking me, it's going to take away from that, but I still think we can get pretty close. That one's probably going to attack pretty quick is what it looks like. Maybe at least get 14. Oh, we're going to get close. Oh, look at that. 15,000 even is what it's going to be. Oh, you just made it to the Pipe Factory level for the first time tonight? Very, very cool. It's a fun level, isn't it? The Pipe Factory. It's fun to, like when the fireballs really start making you scramble. Sometimes they make that level really easy and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they chase you all over the place. But other times they just let you get right to the top. Oh, I messed up the blue. Up the ladder I go. Hey, Wolfie, thanks for the heart me. I appreciate that. All right. The level 2 springs. I got a good feeling about this game. My only worry is the joystick. And if it's going to hold out through this game. Hey Marcus, thanks for the heart me. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, here we are, level 2, the rivet screen. If you guys are just joining, thank you so much. Happy Wednesday. I'm live streaming on both YouTube and TikTok. Make sure to check out my YouTube page. It's called Todd's Hangout. I'd appreciate a subscribe over there. If you like retro content, 80s and 90s and arcade stuff, I think you're going to like my YouTube channel. It's called Todd's Hangout. Also, I live stream over there. Usually what I've been doing is I would live stream over there first, and then I'd come over to TikTok and live stream. But this is my first live stream of doing YouTube and TikTok at the same time. Man, those unfocuses in between the level I don't like that on the TikTok phone, but there's just really nothing I can do to fix that. It seems to do that in between all the levels. Oh no! Wild barrel to the dome there. Hey, the 48 Buick, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Ah, man, that wild barrel. That was a bummer. But if all my guys go to wild barrels, I will be okay with that. As long as it's not my own goof ups. Uh-oh. Yeah, none of those barrels were looking good. That was my goof up for sure. Hey, Jonathan, this game rolls? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's a good game. I'm down 2 guys, but I'm not down and out, man. 2 guys can get me there. You know, 1 guy can get me there. That barrel setup was no good. That's when I needed to be a little bit closer to the broken ladder, because I could have escaped those. Kind of hang out over here. Up the ladder I go. Thanks, Arthur. I appreciate that. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to push through here. But here we go. Pie Factory, 3 fireballs. You just want to wait until all 3 of them pop out on level 3 before you cross the middle point. That way they all stay on one side. And then usually, you know, depending on what happens, you can go up the right ladder. Hey, on YouTube, who was the man in the reflection behind you? Oh, I think it's just me. Nobody else in here, unless some ghosts are traveling about, but no, just me. All right, let's see here. There we go. Thank you for joining on both YouTube and TikTok. I hope you guys are having a happy Wednesday. Oop. That guy has kind of already messed up the pattern here. Go up this way. Uh-oh. This is not good. I'm definitely in a trapped situation. Ah, man. Down to the last guy. We'll see, though. I probably am going to end up playing another game just because we'll see how the rest of this game goes, but this game did not go too smooth. The games have been rough tonight a little bit. Get up here, get the hammer. Ooh, we got him. That was cool. So on level 3, the clock still counts slow enough that you can get quite a few points by point pressing. I'll just do this till the fireball comes up to bother me. There we go. The 48 Buick. That is, yeah, I remember when like a 30,000 point game was a good one for me. I was happy with that. But the more you play, you'll just keep getting better and better. And you'll be surprised, you know, if you put in the time, you can really get good at this game. I would say, oh, geez. I would say the Gatekeeper level is the level 4 spring level. That's about as tough as it gets. Once you can get that figured out, then all the other spring levels after that are very similar. But that's definitely the hard one to figure out, is what I would say. There we go. A week ago, not able to beat the spring level. Yeah, it's a tough one, for sure. Like getting the timing down. All right, the 4 fireballs for the level 4. See, like this one, they're just gonna let me get to the top here. Oop, very easily. It's not always like that, but this time it was. TikTok had me do some, I thought I was going to land right on that barrel. Man, I got kind of lucky there. I had me do some type of like puzzle to verify that I was still here. Hang out right over here. This is the barrel level. What is the level where it looks like a disco? Which one looks like a... I don't know if any of them look like a disco. You'll have to tell me when you see it, and I'll tell you what it's called. This level is referred to as like the spring or elevator level, because there are springs and elevators. So take your pick. Waiting for 2 good ones. Still waiting. That was close, but I took it. It worked out. Jonathan wasted way too many quarters in this game back in the day. Yeah, it was, this is one of those games too, like you could put a quarter in if you've never played it before, and you might not last too long, you know? But the people who, once they get good at this game, they can play for quite a while off 1 credit, you know? The people who can get to the final screen, I think that's about like probably an hour and a half or 2 hour game. He's gonna make me run all the way. Uh-oh. Okay. Yikes. Let's get out of here. That worked out good for getting those fireballs. If I can get this guy to come up, I'll be real happy. Come on. What I'll do is I'll leave that bottom one, because now he's trapped up the middle, unless he goes down a level, but he probably won't. And then I will probably at like just now, I can cut down this way. Pick up the hat and jump over the last rivet. There was one level my buddy played on my machine, and I've never been there since. It had a bunch. I wish arcades still had good games like this. Sad I wasn't able to live through the 80s or 90s. The 80s and 90s were good years to be alive, for sure, man. The toys, the arcade games, all the technology was new. Now it's different, you know? But man, even the toys of the 80s and 90s were crazy. Okay, 300 off the blue is all. That's okay. We're playing on the last guy. Oh man, I gotta get that fireball or he's gonna cause me problems. Yikes. Okay, we need the hammer to run out. Oh! Crazy. Oops. Okay, here we go. Pie Factory, level 5. Ooh! Conveyor belt shifted. Looks like we can go right this time. That fireball's gonna race over there. Let's see what happens. I think we're good. I think we're good. There we go. Thanks for joining me tonight. If you're just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. Yeah, that was a good one, huh? I gotta remember, I always have these good moments to clip, but then I always forget to clip them. I just never have the time, you know? But there's always like fun little instances on this game that I find. But yeah, avoiding that fireball at the end, that was a fun one for sure. But he's already climbing again pretty quick. Up we go. All right, the race is on to get to that 150,000. When I get older and own my own house, I'll get a bunch of these original machines. Ah, yeah, that's the goal, huh? I wish I could fit more in here, but there's two problems: space and money. Like, the more time goes on, the more expensive these games get. If I would have tried to buy a bunch of these, like, maybe 15, 20 years ago, you could get these for really cheap. Now they're all, like, collector's pieces and antiques and stuff. Oh! Ah, man, I got stuck on the ladder, and when I tried to move the joystick to go back down, it just didn't happen, so... but yeah, an 80s arcade basement. That's cool. If you want to see a good one, there's a guy I used to love to watch him on YouTube. His channel name is called John's Arcade. He has like one of the coolest basement arcades with like the coolest games. Yeah, it's called John's Arcade. He doesn't make YouTube videos anymore. He probably hasn't made them for, I don't know, about 4 years or so. But I loved his channel, man. It was so cool. And he has like the coolest basement arcade. And like his channel's about like fixing and restoring arcade games. So, you know, he like basically buys these games and then fixes them up and then puts them in his basement. And he's got videos on like so many different arcade games. And he's got like all the cool stuff too. But sadly, he has not made videos for probably about 4 years. I think he still does like a podcast. But yeah, he stopped making videos a while ago. All right, I'm going to play one more game here just because that game, I just wasn't really too happy with it. So let's see if we can get this one. I'd love to get over 200,000 at least. But this is probably going to be the last game for me just because I've been streaming here for a little bit. It's probably time to be done here shortly. But let's try to get one good game in the books here. All right, the 48 Buick, have a good one. Enjoy. I think you're going to like that channel. Let me know. Get some points here while I can. All right, there we go. Yeah, I wish there was a way to stream both YouTube and TikTok off of one phone. That would be the most optimal thing. I hate having the other phone off center like that. And there's also some issues with it, like cutting in and out of focus in between the levels, which I don't like either. But until I have like a full, like, you know, what is it, like the OBS setup, you know, with a camera and all that, which I mean, that's like, you know, I'll probably never have that out in the garage, but if I ever do, that would be nice. All right, we're going for it again. Last game of the night. If you're just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. Gonna try to get a good score here. It's been a rough night for games. Yeah, Nikki, I've seen there's some cool ones too, and you can like set up some cool, like, you know, designs around them and stuff, and I could have like a camera facing me, and then, you know, the gameplay plugged directly in, and yeah, it's just more money than I would be able to afford for like a garage setup. But it definitely could be cool if I had the money to do it, for sure. And it'd be neat too, because then rather than having, you know, like two different phone setups, I could just have the one camera for me, one for, or, you know, I could probably even come up with like a way to output this video directly into like the computer. That would be the real way to do it. But then I could put it everywhere, you know, but maybe someday, but I don't know. Realistically, that's kind of tough to imagine for the garage setup. This is pretty convenient too. I mean, I've always just used the one phone for TikTok and YouTube, and I've been happy with it. The only thing that I don't like is having to like stream on YouTube and then go stream on TikTok after. It just kind of seems counterproductive. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not super happy with the setup here. I don't really like how the video looks on TikTok, to be honest. It just is off-centered, and the blurriness is driving me crazy. But I don't know, I'll have to put some thought into it and see what happens. But like that right there, that like the unfocusing in between the levels, I don't like that, you know. It's so much clearer when it's directly in front of the game. So I don't know, we'll see. One thing I want to do, though, one thing I'm really going to look into is I want to get a Donkey Kong Jr. board. Possibly a Donkey Kong 3 board as well. And with the second Donkey Kong, the one that I have right next to me, I'm going to put the Donkey Kong Jr. board in there. And I'm like excited to get that setup going. Epic Studios is another good app to stream. They pay a lot better too. What is that? I've never heard of it before. Epic Studios. Are they like is it like another social media type app, or what is it exactly? Just like a streaming app for entertainment or video games, or? here. Okay, this. Another app like TikTok. I'll have to check it out. I haven't heard of it before. Epic Studios. Hey, Joe, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Gonna wait for a conveyor belt shift. There we go. Now it's gonna be a straight climb to the top. Thanks for joining me tonight. If you're just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. This is my last game of the night. The goal is, at a minimum, to beat the highest score on the screen, but with the hopes of getting well into the 200,000s plus. I'm down one guy, just lost it on the Pie Factory. Just one of those scenarios. There we go. Yeah, that's one thing I'm really looking for. I need to just kind of get out there and start looking for a Donkey Kong Jr. board. And then maybe a Donkey Kong 3 too, and I could switch it up. But I kind of want to play Donkey Kong Jr. and get better at that game. Hey Jamal, how's it going? Thanks for joining the live stream tonight. Appreciate you. Thanks for the thumbs up on YouTube. I appreciate that. If you guys are enjoying the live stream on TikTok or on YouTube, make sure to follow on TikTok and subscribe on YouTube. I would appreciate that. If you want to look up my YouTube channel, it's called Todd's Hangout. Todd's Hangout on YouTube. All right, let's get this hammer and go get this fireball. See if I can get this guy to come down. Come here, come to the hammer. No, okay, that's okay. We're just gonna go up here and exit out of the level. Hey Chad, thanks for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate that. Hey Nikki, yeah, on YouTube I'm up to like last time when I looked right before the stream here, I was at 173 subscribers on YouTube. So it's growing, you know, steadily. It's a lot. The live on YouTube. Oh, geez, those barrels were impossibly spaced. The live on YouTube is incredibly different than TikTok. And I don't know if it's because I'm a newer channel or what, but the amount of people that they give you into the live streams is very, very low. Very, very low. When you compare, man, what is going on? When you compare it to TikTok, it's like a night and day difference. Hey, cool kid, thanks for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate that. You know, like on TikTok, for the first, I don't know, maybe for the first 30 minutes or so, I'll usually get like, recently I've been getting like 200 to 300 plus, and then it will slowly go down from there. And I've had nights where it stayed in the hundreds, or like tonight, you know, it's been bouncing but anywhere between like 20 and 50-ish or something. So it kind of varies, but they're always giving you new people into the live stream, like always. YouTube's really, really different. I'm lucky if throughout like an hour plus stream, if I get a total of maybe 50 people, a total of 50 people that watch. But I keep trying, you know, I mean, I want people to find my YouTube page, and it could just be because I'm like a newer channel. I don't know. Yeah, I don't, as far as DK Jr. goes, I am definitely not good at that game. I don't really know anything about it, but I do want to have like a couple alternatives to Donkey Kong here to play, you know, like, so if I had a DK Jr., gosh, man, those fireballs just have my number tonight. If I have a couple, I'm going to play one more game, but this has got to be it for me. But I'm having some rough games tonight. If I had a DK Jr., it'd be a nice game to alternate back and forth between like Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., especially since yeah, it's crazy, man. They got my number tonight. It'd be nice just to have that in the other Donkey Kong arcade, and I could just switch back and forth. And then I could also have a DK3, and I could switch out that board as well. I think there's an edge connector that's needed for that one. From what I've heard, I think the DK Jr. I can just swap the PCB boards out, so that should be an easy one. And I think for DK3, I think there's just like an edge adapter, like an edge connector that converts one to the other. You know, so it can fit inside the Donkey Kong cabinet. I got to do more research to find out, but yeah, I need to look in. It's been a while since I've looked, so I don't even know how much those boards would cost. But it would be nice just to have another option than only Donkey Kong, you know? Because I have other games. I have like Arch Rivals, I have APB, I have Smash TV, and I have Gauntlet Dark Legacy. But when I stream those games, there doesn't seem to be like a high interest in them. I enjoy playing them all, but there just doesn't seem to be as much interest in that type of game as there is in like a Donkey Kong style game. So like these older like 80s games, you know, Donkey Kong and, ooh, are we gonna beat them? Yeah. Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, you know, any of the old school stuff, there's a pretty good interest in it because most people can enjoy watching them, and they're like real skill-based type games, you know. I wish I had a Robotron too, that would be fun. Hey guys, thanks for joining me tonight. If you're just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. Arcade, if I can talk. Got it like this is like the final game survival challenge. So goal number 1 is to beat the highest score on the screen, the 150,000. We got to get past that. The real goal, though, is to get into the 200,000 plus range and beyond. My personal best is just over 400,000, so I'd love to get there. But we're not overreaching yet. We're just going to start with the main goal of getting past that 150,000 and kind of see how the game goes. Donkey Kong's been playing tough tonight. Hey, Kelvin, what happens if Mario falls down from heights? Like, so, if the jump is too high, whether it's even jumping off an elevator like that onto a platform, you'll lose the guy. Or if you fall all the way down, you'll lose the guy. But even if you jump too much height between Mario and a platform, like off an elevator or whatever it is, you'll lose the guy. There we go, up the ladder. Thanks for joining tonight. I appreciate it. Over on TikTok, wish this was available as an arcade 1-up version. Yeah, I don't know have you guys seen, I don't know if there is any arcade 1-ups for any Nintendo games. I could be wrong, but there's none that I can think of. Which is a bummer. I've had a lot of people tell me that you can get Donkey Kong for the Switch, like it's through the Nintendo store. I don't know though, I haven't looked, but I've heard that. I've had a lot of people tell me that. Oh! He tried to get me, man, he almost did. That hammer too, sometimes it just runs out at like the most inconvenient times. And you're kind of stuck with it sometimes. Like sometimes it's like an anchor. It's just holding me. Like right now I'm trapped in this area. So you really have to be careful. There we go. Let's exit out of level 2 onto level 3. Donkey Kong goes down. Thanks for joining me tonight. If you're on TikTok, consider following if you're not already so we can stay connected. And if you're on YouTube, consider subscribing if you're not already so we can stay connected. My YouTube channel name is called Todd's Hangout. Check me out over there if you haven't already, and make sure to subscribe. I would appreciate that. All right. So far, so good on this game. No loss of guys yet. Okay, let's have a little fun here. Run it Donkey Kong, bounce off the wall. Okay, up the ladder I go. If you guys are enjoying the live on TikTok, don't forget to like. Those likes can help bring new viewers into the live stream. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I think the same thing happens on YouTube. If you like the live stream, I think they will put it in front of more people. So I don't know that for sure, but I would imagine it probably works something like that. Hey, Leon, thanks for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate that. All right, I do the wiggle on the elevator kind of for my own sanity, but also to try to get the fireball to react. I run over here, I wait a moment, wait for a good spring. That one's probably fine. Oh my, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, the games have been tough tonight, man. I just am not on point on anything. Like level 3 springs, I should be able to get through pretty easy. And so when I don't get through the level 3 springs, something's off. There we go. Yeah, I agree, Cool Kid. It's been a tough night. I'm gonna try to stay positive though. That's just one guy. We still got 3 guys here, so I'll try to learn my lesson there of, I kind of, on that spring level too, I just kind of like, sometimes I underestimate it, I guess is what I would say, and I'll just kind of play through it quicker than I should. But the level 3 springs are still pretty quick. They're not as bad as level 4. But sometimes I think I underestimate it and I just play through it too fast. Oh, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. There we go. Hey, Rick, thanks for the rose on TikTok. I appreciate that. Happy Wednesday night. If you guys want to chat, whether you're on YouTube or TikTok, feel free to chat. I'll check the chat in between the levels and respond as I can. 500 off the blue barrel. So the blue barrels can be worth 300, 500, or 800 when you hit them with the hammer. All the other barrels, the orange brown ones, are worth 300 when you hit them with the hammer. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate that. All right, Pie Factory level 4. There's 4 fireballs from the beginning. And then I can never get in front of that pie. Oop. Let's see here. I'm going to prefer to probably go left if I can. But I need to wait for something to happen. Those fireballs are all kind of all over the place. Just waiting for them to waiting until I see a good opening, which I just haven't seen yet. There might be one there. Yeah, there's one there. Let's try to get this fireball to come down here. Sometimes, whether he goes up or down is fine. because they typically don't guard this left ladder as heavy as they do the other ones, or the other side. Sorry about the focus issue on TikTok. Luckily, it only seems to be between the levels. It just has to do with the cut screen, somehow trips the camera up and makes it do that focus thing. Oh, come on. Come on. There was no escape in that wild barrel. We're down 2 guys. Sometimes when they take like a skip like that off of the girders, there's just no escaping them, you know? All right, 2 guys. We still got a chance here. Hey, Rick, thanks for the heart me. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you for the likes, guys. 8.4 thousand likes and counting on TikTok. And thank you for the thumbs up on YouTube. I hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. Okay, so this is the tough spring level from here on out. I'm like kind of nervous here. Just waiting. That's a good one. Should be okay. There we go. All right, to the rivets. It's gonna take this path that I'm taking is designed by somebody long ago, I'm sure. But the goal is, so when I cross that last rivet that I did, I create like a jail of sorts for the fireballs on the left side of the screen. So then the goal is with the hammer that I just used and the hammer up there that I get the majority, if not all of the other fireballs. Because then I'm going to trap them over on that left side. It doesn't look like I'm going to get them all. I'm probably only going to get maybe 1 more. Maybe this guy too. Maybe I'll get 2 more. So yeah, I got 2 more from when I said that. But see how 4 of them are trapped over there on the left side? And then I can come up here and do this, and those fireballs can't do anything. They're stuck over there. The one on the bottom still can come up to get me. So I'll just keep doing this until he does, or until the bonus clock gets to 0. And on level 4 and forward, you can still get more points than the bonus clock. Not a lot more, but you can still get more. Hey, Joseph, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How's your night going? Hey, Rick, one of my favorite games when you had to use quarters. Yeah, this is a classic. Hey, Shala, my favorite game. Oh, that's cool. Enjoy the gameplay. If you guys are just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. I'm streaming on both. Oh, get up there. TikTok and YouTube. Man. The wild bear. I'm down to my last guy. I'm streaming on both TikTok and YouTube. My YouTube channel name is called Todd's Hangout. Check me out over there if you haven't already. And make sure to subscribe so we can stay connected. I'm on my last guy. I've had some rough games tonight. I don't know. Donkey Kong's been playing tough. Oh, missed that barrel completely. Sometimes though, I'll play my best game on my last guy. So if we're lucky, I'll sneak at least 100,000 points out of this last guy and get over that 200,000 mark. Yeah, tonight though, I don't know, the wild barrels and the fireballs have been brutal. Like, look at that though. This time the fireballs just all are gonna let me go straight to the top. Oh, that was a race. That was a race, but I won. I took a risk there. I thought I was gonna have it. So, Shala, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. That was a crazy race, wasn't it? That was a close one. Okay, here we go. That was a good barrel combination there. I like that. Okay. Thank you for the likes, guys. 10.2 thousand likes and counting. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, let's try to lock it in for this spring level. Even these have been rough for me. There we go. That's how it should be every time, you know, but it's not. Thanks for the thumbs up on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, let's get past that barrel. Consider doing so we can stay connected. My YouTube channel name is called Todd's Hangout. I'd appreciate that. On the quest to get to 1,000 subscribers, which is no easy journey, but I appreciate that. And I live stream on there. I don't know what I'm going to go back to be honest. Tonight's my first night live streaming both YouTube and TikTok at the same time. I'm not fully happy with how the TikTok live stream looks, but it's the best that I can get it to look on this setup, I think. So I just got to decide. I guess I'm curious what you guys think. The other option is I just keep kind of doing what I was doing. And like stream each of the platforms separately. I just don't like to do that because it's kind of counterproductive. You know, I stream one and then come over and stream the other. But I guess it's up, you know, what you guys think of the, I'm kind of curious what you guys think about the visual currently on TikTok. The YouTube stream looks good though. Oh, you're happy with both at once? Yeah, it's cool. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, Joseph. Yeah, I just don't like those types of things, like that blurriness. I'll probably try it for a few times and just kind of see what the reaction is. But it's definitely the way to do it because then I can, you know, be in both places at once. All right, guys, we're approaching that high score. But I am on the last guy. Thanks for all the likes on TikTok, 12.8 thousand and counting. I appreciate that. Let's get out of here. go, right to the top. And if you guys are just joining, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. If you're watching me on YouTube, make sure to subscribe if you're not already so we can stay connected. And if you're watching me on TikTok, same thing. Make sure to follow so we can stay connected. Also, if you're watching me on... Oh, get up there! If you're watching me on TikTok, make sure to go check out my YouTube page. It's called Todd's Hangout. I'd appreciate you subscribing over there if you do like this content. I've been posting a short over there every day since I started the channel. I plan to continue to do so. And the good news... Oh my gosh, I almost took my eyes off. Well, I did kind of take my eyes off the screen there. I almost ate it right there. The good news is we're over the high score of the day. So we got a new high score of the day. That's good. The bad news, we're down to the last guy. And this is my last game of the night. So kind of whatever happens, happens here. Focusing, waiting. Nope, nope, retreat, retreat. Nope, retreat again. Oh, lots of retreating. So waiting again. Let's find a good one. Come on. Time's counting down. That should be okay. There we go. Yikes. Hey Ryan, thanks for the 25 goats. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's awesome. We just saw, by the way, I just saw that movie with my family the other day, Goat. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's like a new animation movie. It was actually incredibly good. I thought it was an awesome movie. The animation style was different than what I've seen before, but I actually really liked it. You know, the voice acting was great, the animation was great, the story was great. Like the movie was just good. It was really good, and it was packed. It was a full house. I didn't expect that movie to be so busy, but it was. All right, 175,900. Oh, get out of there. Get out. Don't. Okay, there you go. There you go. He was about to cause me some serious trouble. All right, guys, last game of the night, last guy. Ooh! Last guy of this game. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. None of this is looking good. I need to get this rivet here because it's going to cause problems. So I need to try to get this one. Oh boy, and I gotta watch the bonus clock too. It's gonna, these guys are gonna, okay, there we go, there we go. But I'm in a pinch. Yeah, shoot, the bonus clock's gonna get me. Darn it. Ah, to the bonus clock. Bummer. 179,800 was the best game of tonight, but I'm happy with that. We got past the high score of the day, and it was a tough night for games. So, yeah, it's been a tough night. It was kind of sucks to go out that way too. Like, didn't even get a chance to get up there. But thanks for the thumbs up on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with me, whether it was on TikTok or YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to follow on TikTok so we can stay connected, and make sure to make sure to subscribe on YouTube so we can stay connected. Hey Tetra fan, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm considering streaming one more game. Man, it's been just, let's just see what happens. I'm going to play one more time here. We're going to see what happens. I wish that would have went a little different, but let's just kind of, I'm going to give it one more go here. Thanks, Cool Kid. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go again. Let's make this a good one. I don't know why, man. It's been tough. I'm trying to think of the last night. I think my games were a little tougher too. Glad to hear that, Tetra fan. I'm glad all is well. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining the live stream. If you're enjoying the Donkey Kong live stream, don't forget to give a thumbs up. I appreciate that. And consider subscribing if you're not already so we can stay connected. All right, this is really it. My last game of the night. Yeah, bonus game. Yeah, I thought I was getting to 200K too. I thought it was pretty much a lock at that point, so I was surprised when that happened. Sometimes that happens, though. They do like a good job of kind of locking you into a position, and then just, you know, you just lose to the bonus clock, which I don't like. That kind of sucks, but it can happen for sure. Oh, thanks, Tetra fan. I appreciate that. And if you're curious here, I'm playing Donkey Kong on an original Nintendo Donkey Kong arcade. I've played a handful of games tonight, and they've all been pretty rough. This is going to be my last game of the night. I'm hoping that this game goes well. The goal is to beat the high score on the screen, and also to get secondary to that, like to get over 200,000. But we'll see what happens. This is called point pressing. So what's going on here is I can get more points by doing this than I can off the bonus clock. It's really noticeable on levels 1, 2, and 3. And less noticeable on level 4 and every level after that. But if I can get, like, you know, over 12,000 by the end of level 1, that's a really good level 1. If I can get like 15,000, that's like a great level 1. This one's going to be pretty close to 15. I don't know that I'll get all the way there, but it should be pretty close. Ooh, 14,900, just missed it. Yeah, I'm going for it, Nikki. I hope, man. This is, we need a good game here. End the night on a high note, at least 200,000. All right, jump in that barrel, start making the climb. Hopefully avoid Donkey Kong's wild barrels here. Wait for that blue to get a little closer here. Ooh! Full extension with the hammer, got the barrel drop. Okay, things, maybe that was a lucky thing. Maybe things could go my way in this game. Go over here. And let's get out of here. Tetrafan, man, the old school way to play the original Donkey Kong game, a lot has changed since then. It's crazy, huh? Yeah, like, that's one thing I really liked about growing up in the 80s and 90s was all the games and all the technology, everything was, all the toys, everything was like new and like really, what's the word I'm looking for? Like innovative. Everything was just really new, and like the toys were crazy and the colors were crazy. Even the food, all the food stuff of the 80s and 90s was great. Ooh, go, go, go. But yeah, it seems like as we get further into time here, things change a little bit and everything is just more like it was the year before. But back then, like the, you know, from Donkey Kong to Street Fighter to Mortal Kombat, like the games, each evolution was like so crazy to see from one thing to the next. And I love like the toys of the 80s and the 90s. I just posted a short on my YouTube, and I have the short. It's of Monster Face. It was a game from. Not really a game. It was like a. Basically it was a skull from the 90s, and then you had all these parts and pieces where you could create your own monster face, and then it had like interactive components to it as well. It was just a super cool game of, not a game, I don't know what I would call it really, just like an activity of sorts from the 90s. But it was probably like an expensive one. I think even in the day it was probably around $50, you know? All right, on to level 3 we go. 30,000 is kind of the benchmark for the end of level 2, kind of my benchmark, and we're at 32,400. All right, here we go. Last game of the night, if you're just joining. Going to try to... Ooh, I was a little too close for comfort. Gonna try to beat the high score on the screen and get over 200,000. And if you guys are enjoying the live stream, my game plan of live streaming is like currently Monday through Thursday. I'll start sometime around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you do like the live streams, you know, check me out during that time frame. And like I said, the current plan is Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And currently I'm streaming both YouTube and TikTok at the same time, and we'll see if I keep doing that or not. I may continue to do that, or I may go back to what I was doing before and just streaming YouTube first and then TikTok second. But we'll see. I'm gonna try this for a week or something and kind of see how it goes. Oh no! Oh. I was worried about that second spring, but I was already climbing the ladder, so there wasn't much that I could do. On TikTok, thank you for all the likes, 13.2 thousand likes and counting. I appreciate that. Those likes can help bring new viewers into the live stream who might enjoy hanging out with us. Hopefully we can get a good game going here. So far, so good. I'm back here. Okay, there's the fireball. There we go. I got 3 with that hammer. That was pretty good. I think I got 3, right? Go up here, get this other hammer, try to get these 2. See if this... Oh, okay, this guy's going to come up. So on level 3, the bonus clock is still counting down slow enough where the points by doing this is very noticeably different. I can get quite a bit more by doing this. On level 4, it slows down quite a bit, and all the levels after that. But by the way, 60,000 is the benchmark for my end of level 3. All right, we're out of there. Whew. Okay. Hands are cold. Hey, Chris, thanks for the like on TikTok. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining tonight. Oh, you wish Luigi is in the Donkey Kong arcade game? That would be pretty cool, huh, to have Luigi. They do have the Mario Bros. Arcade game, which I am not good at. I'd like to get good at that game too, but Luigi's in that one. And it's like of this same style, you know what I mean? Like of this same vintage look. I'll have to look into that too. I don't know if the Mario Bros. Board is compatible with the Donkey Kong power supply. But if it is, that would actually be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Like to get the Mario Bros. Game in here. But I'd have to change the control. I'd have to get the right control panel. Because that's a 2-player game. Oh. Okay. The conveyor belt shifted and kind of goofed me up. And it just shifted again and got me. Darn. Well, first guy lost at 71,900. Not bad. Let's try this again. I'm gonna wait for the conveyor belt to shift. Okay. Sneak up this way. Stealth-like. There we go. There we go. It's kind of a weird pause there at the end of that level, it felt like. All right, so the jump there is just a timing thing, so I can jump over that barrel. Here we go, we're back in it. Let's get cruising here. Get up to the top before these barrels can stack up against us. Ooh, okay, okay. That was not fully intentional. I mean, I was trying to escape the barrel, but the wall bounce, and then missing the hammer, I mean, it all worked out. So it was not fully intentional, but it did work out. All right, up the ladder I go. Okay, so for those of you that have been watching, you'll know that I refer to this as the gatekeeper level. This is a really tough level, and I refer to that to it as the gatekeeper level because when you first start playing, oh boy, this is a tough level to get past, as you just saw. I thought I should have been okay there, but I was not. It's weird. For the longest time, I had this level like really figured out. But lately, I've been really struggling with the springs again. I'm gonna wait for a good one. There we go. All right, two guys. All right, we're gonna get 3 fireballs with this hammer, so that's pretty good. And they spawned on the lower girder, so they can still come back up the middle like that one did, or the right. Let's get this hammer once one of these guys attacks. I'll get back here. I'm not even gonna go after him. There's that one. Yeah! Yeah, I can tell you, I am not doing well tonight. What is considered a good spring to go on? So it's kind of hard to explain unless I'm there, but basically there are these 2 gold pieces on the top. And so I'll run to the first gold piece and I'll wait there. And then if you look at the other gold piece, the one furthest left, that one, the springs bounce in different places on it. So the goal for me is to run when the spring bounces kind of in the middle of that gold piece. If you go on one of the ones that bounces early, then the spring will get you before you make it up the ladder. But you also, even when it bounces on the late one, you have to be careful because the spring that bounces right after it, if it's a long spring, then it can get you on the ladder. There are lots of like little caveats. It's easier to explain on level 2 because everything's moving slower. But on level like 3 and 4, and especially 4 and forward, they move so fast that it's kind of hard to explain it. But yeah, like for the longest time, I really had that level figured out. And recently, I just started playing again semi-recently. And I've really been like having trouble with that level for some reason. Hey Ryan, yeah, it sucks, huh? Yeah, like a lot of the, just a lot of, like you say, a lot of tough breaks. Haven't had too much go my way in this game tonight. There we go. That worked out though. Okay, so what are we on? Yeah, on this next, if I get past this level, and I say if because it has been a challenge to get past any level tonight, but the spring level is next, and I won't really be able to explain it, but just watch where the springs land on the far left gold piece, and you'll notice that they kind of land all over the place. And so the key one to run on is the one that bounces kind of furthest into that gold piece. Okay, it's all or nothing with this guy. We gotta get past that high score, gotta get to 200,000. So yeah, watch those springs and you'll see they bounce all over the place on that gold thing. Oh, let's get out. Oh my gosh, let's get out of here. So what I do is I go up here, and the first thing I do is just come a little bit this way, and then I'll run to this gold spring when I see or this gold piece when I see some springs. And then I'm just waiting. Let's see here. That's a good one. So that should be good. It bounced in the middle, and then the second one bounced, which allowed me to get up the ladder before it hit me. But there are some caveats, because if one bounces really far and then one bounces really early, it can get you still too. So there are a lot of little nuances to it. Yeah, for sure. Like once you figure out the level 4 springs, the sky is the limit with Donkey Kong, because all the spring levels after that are basically the same. And also, yeah, it's your ticket to getting over 100,000 every game for sure. Yeah, like just watch where those springs bounce on that first gold piece. And the key is to run when it bounces in the kind of like middle of that gold piece. Come here. But then you just got to always be careful, because the spring right after it can cause you problems too. There we go. All right, guys, this is it. We're getting close. Last game of the night, last guy of this game. And it's been a tough night for Donkey Kong. Look at that wild barrel. Oh, weird. I just got a message from TikTok that was saying, that was kind of an interesting message. It was saying, keep your live engaging. Having like a static feed may not have your live be eligible for the feed. So like it's thinking because, you know, I guess it's not seeing enough change or whatever in the picture. It's kind of weird that it would say that. Bummer. I guess it's just one of those nights, you know. We did the best we could, but I'm happy with 179,800. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I plan to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last live stream of the week. I plan to be on around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, somewhere in that ballpark. If you're not following me on TikTok, make sure to follow. And if you want to check out my YouTube channel, I would appreciate that. It's called Todd's Hangout. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. Thanks, TetraFan. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you guys and hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Bye, everybody. Night, Ryan.